Hello and welcome to this Odoo video. In this lesson, we're going to go over how to create an Odoo database, adding your company data, and also we're going to see how we can install applications on the database. So let's check this out right now. All right, so here I am on odoo.com. I'm going to go ahead and create a new database super quickly by clicking on this button, Start Now. It's free. Once I click on this button, I'll be redirected to a list of applications that I can select to have initially installed on my database. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Sales and CRM. Okay, these are a good starting point for my company. Keep in mind that the more applications you choose here, the longer it will take for your database to be created. All right, so let's go ahead and configure this. As you can see, I will have a 15-day free trial. So let's start. All right, I need to provide my name. All right, and an email as well, of course. And I'm going to go ahead and add my company name as well. So I'm going to call my company Stealthy Wood. All right, so if I go ahead and start with this company name, then I will have that 15-day free trial. However, I would like to use this database for training purposes. So I'm going to go to the front of my company name and say training dash. Okay, with the training dash, Odoo will recognize that this is a training database and your trial period will be extended for 10 months. But keep in mind that after the 10 months, the database will be expired and you will not be able to restore it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and choose our country. So I'm currently located in Belgium. So Belgium is automatically populated here in this field. However, my company is actually located in the United States. So I'm going to choose the company the country that my company is associated with. And this is important because it could affect things like your chart of accounts for your accounting application. Once you have a chart of accounts set, you can't remove it. So be sure you have the correct country set here for your company. All right, let's go ahead, scroll down. Okay, United States. Okay, I can choose my company size. I can provide my phone number, but it's optional. And I can also say why I am opening this database. So I'm a teacher or a student. And then let's go ahead and start. Once I click on the Start Now button, Odoo will go ahead and start creating your database. As you can see, you see these really cool fireworks, and it will take a few moments for the database to load or the database to be created. And keep in mind that the more applications you add, the longer it will take to create, as I mentioned earlier. All right, but don't worry. As you can see, for me, it was quite quick. So let's go ahead and check this out. All right. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, here we are. So the first thing I notice here is this big warning at the top of the page. All right, activation pending. I need to go to the email that I used to register this database and click on the activation link within the first 4 hours. It's the only way to set the database into the full trial mode, so for the 15 days or for the 10 months. All right, if you don't do this, everything that you do on this database within those 4 hours will be removed and it can't be restored. All right, so be sure that you activate this database within the first 4 hours. All right, this is especially important if you went ahead and started to work on the database. You don't want to lose your information. But I'm going to go ahead and add some information, and then I will click on that activation link after this video. All right, so the first thing I want to do is add some company information. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the settings application right here. Okay, then I'm going to go to the top and click on Users and Companies, and then go to Companies. All right, I have my company right here, Stealthy Wood. So let's go ahead and edit. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is add my company's logo. So I'm going to scroll over here in the edit mode and click on the little pencil. Then I can install my logo. Okay, so I have that right here. And then I can also add my other general information. Okay, so let's say my company is located in Denver, Colorado. All right, and then I can save this. Okay, so I have all of my company information here. So now that I do, I'm also going to add some users because, of course, I do have some employees. So let's go back to Users and Companies, and then we're going to click on Users. Now, by default, I'm automatically created. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and create a new one because I also work with another associate. So let's go ahead and click on the Create button right here. And we're going to call this user AC. And her email will be test@test.com. And we can also modify her preferences if we would like to. Okay, so I can manage her access rights here. So let's say that she does use the sales application, but she's not a manager. She can only manage her own documents. I can specify that right here. Okay, and here I have the Autobot welcoming me to my database. I'm going to go ahead and close this for the moment. All right, and then we can go to the preference tab as well, and we can change her language, time zone. We can also say how she would like her notifications handled, if she would like to receive emails or handle it inside of the Odoo database. Okay, so we have all of that right here. So I'm going to save. Now, once I create the new user and I save, it sends an invitation email. Okay, so she can go ahead and click on this in her email and create a password and do all of that information. So as we can see, the invitation email has been sent. And then if we go to our dashboard of the settings application by clicking on the dashboard button, we can see that we have that invitation pending. Okay, so all of the users that we invite, well, first of all, we can invite them really quickly without actually creating the new user right here by adding their email address. And then we can see which invitations are pending. Okay, so the people who we've invited, but they haven't clicked on that activation email just yet. All right. But now that we're here, still in the settings, I'm going to do something else really quickly, okay? And that is to add some demo data because, as I said, this is for training purposes. So I don't want to have to create my own data every time. I would like some data that's already existing so I can quickly and easily start discovering the functionalities of Odoo. So what I'm going to do is activate the developer mode. So we have this button at the bottom of the page right here, activate developer mode. I'm going to go ahead and click on this. And the developer mode will, first of all, it will redirect me back to my main dashboard, but that's okay. I'm just going to go back to my settings application. But as I was saying, the developer mode will give you some more possibilities that you don't have in the standard view. Okay, so with the developer mode, I have some extra fields, for example, technical here. We did not see that outside of developer mode. And then I have some information. Okay, and I also have the possibility to load some demo data once I've gone into the developer mode. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that button right here. Okay, so once I click on that, I get a warning that says, demo data should only be used in test databases. Once they're loaded, they cannot be removed. Okay, so this is really important because although you could potentially delete some contacts, there's other more sensitive information such as sales orders or invoices or other things that you will not be able to remove, and it may get mixed up with other information. So be really careful and be sure that you do want to load the demo data. Okay, so this possibility is only available for training or educational databases, and also databases that are within the first 4 hours. So brand new databases. After 4 hours, they will not be able to add the demo. You will not be able to add the demo data. Okay, so I understand the risks. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes. All right. And of course, it will take a moment for the demo data to load as well. And this also depends on how many applications you have on your database because it loads demo data for each application. All right. And once it's loaded, it will redirect me here to my Odoo database. Okay, or sorry, my main dashboard because I'm already on my Odoo database. And I can go ahead and check out the demo data. All right, so as we saw at the very beginning, the two applications that I initially wanted installed were Sales and CRM. Okay, along with sales came invoicing, and I also have some basic modules such as Discuss, Calendar, and Contacts, which almost every single database will have. So let's go ahead and look at our contacts. And here's all of our demo data. So none of these contacts existed before I loaded that demo data. And as you can see, I still have a contact for the user that I created. So it doesn't have a photo loaded. So I know that that is one that I actually created because I do need to add the photo myself. Okay, we can even go into the sales application. And I see some sales orders as well. All right, so that's really neat. But again, like I said, be careful. Now that we have some demo data, and let's say I've already started using this database a little bit, I realize that I need a few more applications. So I can go ahead and install those now, and it's quite simple. All I have to do is click on this apps module right here inside of your Odoo database. You don't have to go back to odoo.com. You can do everything right here. All right, I'm going to click on this apps module. Okay, and I'm just going to select the modules that I would like to install now. All right, so for example, I would like to install inventory. So I simply have to click on the install button. Okay, I can also uninstall applications here. I can upgrade applications here and manage everything that I actually have on my database. So that's a really useful tool for you, and it's really nice that you don't have to go outside of your database in order to manage this. All right, so it will take just a moment to load. And once this application has loaded as well, it will also have that demo data because I selected that option at the beginning. Okay, you will not have a second chance to click on the load demo data button once you've already done it. But let's go ahead, jump into our inventory application. Okay, as I can see right here, I already have some data. Okay, so for example, some receipts to process. All right, so you have that information here. You don't need to worry about adding those applications after you load the demo data. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.